Welcome to another day of living out here. Today, we're going to be fixing some stuff under the dash of the old John Deere 430 right there. So, we got to rewind though to last summer so we can show you guys what was going on. So, the problem that I'm having, you see the PTO is up? I've got no hydros. So, this has been happening when this gets hot. Trying to get the hydros to come back on so I can move it. I had to bump the 40 amp fuse to get it to start working, to get the PTO to start working. So I don't know if it's the PTO, if it's the fuse block, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to do some testing and figure out what's going on with it. Now you know what the problem is. Let me show you how we got to this point. Terminals are disconnected. Now we're going to take the battery tray out. While we got the battery tray out, we're just gonna hit it with a little paint, keep the corrosion down. And we'll hit up that spot that we can't get once this dries. Yes, these are the wrong fuses for amperage that are in here. It's what I had on time. It's what I had on hand when I had to replace them. So let's get this block out now. The skinny red wire goes to the top. The white wire, or whitish pink wire, goes to the second. And the big red one goes to the bottom. Now let's see how these come apart. This is what we're going to be replacing it with, AM108846. It does come with some instructions in here too. So I just figured this out of how to get this out of the actual old fuse block. Well, I had to use a pair of pliers. I clipped it here, held onto this with my hand, pulled it apart. Let's see if this one goes the same way. There we go. Old one's off. These are the connectors that actually go inside of the fuse block. For the single wires on the one side, they're all single like this, and for the opposite side, they're all connected, and there's a bar of 4. That one's on nice and tight. Okay, we got new connections now. Let's reassemble all this back to how it was. The spacer goes in like so. Goes through there. Washer. Nut. What in the heck is going on? There we go. Got it. It's still taking it off, Travis. Okay. Now, let's put the right fuses in. Since we have just replaced this, let's 10. Put the spare in. Flip that over so the 10's up and down. Why? Because if I'm gonna do something, I might as well do it right and put them in where you can read them and they're not upside down. Yeah, like that one. That is a 52. There we go. All right. While we have this sort of opened up, we're going to also replace the PTO switch. So let's start taking stuff apart for that. PTO switch is just this. Pop this down. And I should be able to get to it from the back side. Let's go around and check. That came out easier than I thought. So here's the old PTO switch right here. It's got the 3-prong and the 2-prong. 3-prong goes into this one. 2-prong into that one. This is the one I got. It's an aftermarket, I think. I don't think this is John Deere. So let's throw it in. Wow, look how shiny and nice this one is. Woo! I don't know if this tractor can handle that. Got everything back down. We're gonna have to hold up on this and screw this on here. So let's do that. So while I have the dash off, see how that's messed up? We're gonna go ahead and replace this also. I just gotta figure out how it all goes together and comes apart. So here's the new used one I got. Looks pretty good. Looks a lot better than the other one. So now let's get all those wires right there transferred over to this one. So while I was removing the bulbs, I labeled them so that way I know which way they go back together. And yeah, now let's see how I'm gonna install the new one. Cause I don't have those rivets that were on there, those plastic rivets. So we got the new ends in. We got all the wires connected here. Back to the lights in there. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's put back together. Let's get this one put on as well. Okay, and we put on a new throttle lever because the old one broke off. So now we have a throttle lever on this one too. Now that we got everything installed, let's go ahead and throw the battery tray back in. See if I can get it in here without remembering how to, yeah. Okay. Now comes the real test. Okay, it's a good sign. It's a little cold out, so I just want to say thanks, guys, for watching. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because we got more stuff coming. And here's to another day of living out here.